Hello, YouTube brothers and sisters. Today, we are on our walking tour of the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization at Cairo in Egypt. But before that, my humble request to you to kindly subscribe my channel to reach more and more YouTube family. The National Museum of Egyptian Civilization is a large museum measuring 5,300,000 square feet located in Old Cairo, Egypt. Partially opened in 2017, the museum was officially inaugurated on April 3, 2021 by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, with the moving of 22 mummies, including 18 kings and 4 queens, from the Egyptian Museum in central Cairo, in an event termed the Pharaohs' Golden Parade. There are 2 main floors in the museum, the ground floor and the first floor. On the ground floor is an extensive collection of large-scale works in stone, including statues, reliefs, and architectural elements. These are arranged chronologically in clockwise fashion, from the pre-dynastic to the Greco-Roman period. The first floor is dedicated to smaller works, including papyri, coins, textiles, and an enormous collection of wooden sarcophagi. The numerous pieces of papyrus are generally small fragments, owing to their decay over the past 2 millennia. Several languages are found on these pieces, including Greek, Latin, Arabic, and Ancient Egyptian. The coins found on this floor are made of many different metals, including gold, silver, and bronze. The coins are not only Egyptian, but also Greek, Roman, and Islamic. This has helped historians research the history of ancient Egyptian trade. Also on the ground floor are artifacts from the New Kingdom, the time period between 1550 and 1069 BC. These artifacts are generally larger than items created in earlier centuries. Those items include statues, tables, and coffins, sarcophagi. It contains 42 rooms, with many items on view from sarcophagi and boats to enormous statues. On the first floor are artifacts from the final 2 dynasties of Egypt, including items from the tombs of the pharaohs Thutmose III, Thutmose IV, Amenophis II, Hatshepsut, and the courtier Meherpri, as well as many artifacts from the Valley of the Kings, in particular the material from the intact tombs of Tutankhamun and Sesenzai. The museum displays a collection of 50,000 artifacts, presenting the Egyptian civilization from prehistoric times to the present day. A colossal statue of Ramses II on permanent display in the atrium of the Grand Egyptian Museum. The artifacts included items from the tomb of Tutankhamun, namely his mummy, funerary mask, inner gold sarcophagus, jewels, and throne. Other objects moved to the new museum included a block statue of Queen Hedefires, one of the earliest examples of its type, a black granite sculpture of Queen Nefertiti, a statue of King Senusret I, and a 4-ton, pink granite sculpture of Amenhotep III, showing him seated next to the god Ra. The solar boat of King Khufu, previously shown near the Great Pyramid, was also moved to the GEM. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo, also known as the Museum of Egyptian Antiquities, houses an extensive collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts. Some of the most notable displays include 1. Tutankhamun's treasures. This collection includes the famous golden death mask of Tutankhamun, his sarcophagus, and a variety of jewelry, chariots, and other items found in his tomb. Tutankhamun's death mask is probably the most famous artifact found in his tomb. Placed on Tut's face, the 21-inch long, 53 centimeters, ornate mask was manufactured mainly from gold inlaid with semi-precious stones and colored glass paste, and weighs a whopping 22 pounds, Galil Ali Hassan, an emeritus professor in the Cairo University Department of Mechanical Design, wrote in a 2016 paper published in the International Journal of Advancement in Engineering and Technology. The eyes are produced from obsidian and quartz, Hassan wrote, noting that the mask depicts Tutankhamun with a long beard and a headdress bearing a cobra and a vulture. 2. Royal mummies. The museum's Royal Mummy Room features the mummified remains of some of Egypt's most famous pharaohs, including Ramses II and Hatshepsut. Ramses the Great was an Egyptian pharaoh. He was the third ruler of the 19th dynasty. Along with Thutmose III of the 18th dynasty, he is often regarded as the greatest, most celebrated, and most powerful pharaoh of the New Kingdom, which itself was the most powerful period of ancient Egypt. Originally, Ramses II was buried in the tomb KV7 in the Valley of the Kings, but because of looting, priests later transferred the body to a holding area, rewrapped it, and placed it inside the tomb of Queen Ahmose in Hapi. His mummy was eventually discovered in 1881 in TT 320 inside an ordinary wooden coffin and is now in Cairo's National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Susen's tomb, discovered in 1940, is notable for the condition in which it was found. Almost all pharaonic tombs were entirely grave-robbed, but Susen's tomb was one of only 2 royal tombs discovered in fully intact condition, the other being the tomb of Pharaoh Amenemop. However, the humid climate of Lower Egypt meant only the metal objects had survived. Pharaoh Amenemop and General Wengebindge were also buried within Susen's I's NRT 3 Tanis tomb. The mummy of Ahotep II was destroyed in 1859. Princess Ahmose was buried in tomb QV47 in the Valley of the Queens. Her mummy was discovered by Ernesto Schiaparelli during his excavations from 1903 to 1905. Ahmose I's mummy was discovered in 1881 within the Deir el-Bahari cache. His name was later found written in hieroglyphs when the mummy was unwrapped. Ahmose Hennetemepet was found in 1881 entombed in DB 320. Ahmose Hennetemehu was found in 1881 entombed in DB 320. Like Ahmose Hennetemepet, she was found to be an old woman when she died as her teeth are worn. Ahmose Meritamen was found entombed in DB 320. She had extensively hardened arteries and is suggested to have died of a heart attack. Ahmose Sidaman was found entombed in DB 320. 3. Statues and sculptures. Numerous statues and sculptures from different periods of ancient Egyptian history, including those of pharaohs, gods, and officials. 4. Papyrus and coins. Displays of ancient papyrus scrolls and coins that provide insights into the daily life, economy, and administration of ancient Egypt. 5. Funerary artifacts. A range of funerary artifacts including canopic jars, shaptus, funerary figurines, and various items used in burial rituals. 6. Jewelry and amulets. An extensive collection of ancient Egyptian jewelry and amulets, showcasing the craftsmanship and symbolic meanings attached to these items. The museum's collection provides a comprehensive view of ancient Egyptian civilization from its early dynastic periods through the Greco-Roman era. With this, we complete our National Museum tour. Hope you must have gathered much of information about Egypt, ancient civilization, and advanced culture which was since 50-100 years. Let us see you in the Luxor. Thank you for subscribing my channel.